Neuro-Biometric Surveillance and Behavioral Risk Management for High-Risk Offenders. Prepared by Office of Correctional Innovation and Public Safety Technology. Date, insert date. Executive Summary. The persistence of violent recidivism and the limitations of traditional correctional supervision demand a paradigm shift in offender management. This white paper proposes the implementation of a Neuro-Biometric Surveillance System, NBSS, combining implantable neural chips, biometric data collection, and artificial intelligence, AI, risk analysis to continuously monitor and manage individuals diagnosed with psychopathy, antisocial personality disorder, ASPD, or narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. The NBSS establishes a preventative framework for identifying imminent risks, alerting law enforcement, and providing public safety notifications. While such a system necessitates a trade-off between privacy and security, it is justified by the need to safeguard communities against individuals with demonstrated patterns of violence, manipulation, and disregard for societal norms. Background and need for reform. 1.1 The Recidivism Challenge. According to Bureau of Justice Statistics data, approximately 68% of released prisoners are rearrested within 3 years, and 79% within 6 years. Violent offenders exhibit disproportionately high rates of repeat offenses, particularly those with underlying personality disorders. Tapschner 1.2 Psychological risk factors. Psychopathy affects an estimated 1% of the general population, but up to 25% of incarcerated individuals. Traits include chronic aggression, manipulativeness, lack of empathy, and resistance to rehabilitation. Traditional correctional strategies, incarceration, probation, and parole, fail to adequately mitigate risks associated with these profiles. Taschtard 1.3 Gaps in current monitoring systems. GPS ankle monitors provide only location tracking. Parole officer oversight is limited by caseloads and human error. No existing system captures real-time psychological or neurophysiological indicators of imminent violence. 2. Proposed System, Neuro-Biometric Surveillance, NBSS. 2.1 Screening and Classification. Mandatory psychological screening of all inmates prior to release. Classification based on validated instruments such as the Hare Psychopathy Checklist, PCLR, and DSM-5 criteria for ASPD, NPD. Any individual identified as psychopathic, regardless of crime severity, becomes subject to NBSS implantation. Per 2.2 Implantable neural device, subdermal implant records, heart rate variability, cortisol levels, neural activity patterns. Baseline normal cognitive emotional signatures established per subject. Device transmits data to secure central servers via encrypted protocols. 2.3 AI-driven risk scoring. Artificial intelligence models trained on historical offender behavior. Detection of aberrant states correlated with aggression, impulse dysregulation, or planning of violent activity. Dynamic risk index updated in real time. 2.4 Law enforcement and public alert system. Automatic alerts issued to law enforcement agencies when a subject leaves designated housing without authorization. Nearby civilians via geofenced mobile notifications if an individual classified as high risk enters a public zone. Social credit style compliance tracking ensures continuous accountability. 2.5 Housing and movement restrictions. All monitored individuals must reside in designated group housing facilities equipped with biometric perimeter controls. Unauthorized wandering or prolonged unsupervised activity triggers immediate intervention. Legal and ethical framework. 3.1 Public safety priority. The NBSS prioritizes collective security over individual privacy where demonstrable, ongoing risk factors exist. 3.2 Due process safeguards. Psychological screenings conducted by independent licensed clinicians. Oversight boards composed of judicial, medical, and technological experts. Appeals process available for individuals challenging classification. 3.3 Data security. Compliance with federal cybersecurity protocols. Strict penalties for unauthorized access or misuse of biometric data. 4. Implementation roadmap. Phase 1, pilot program, target population, recently released violent offenders diagnosed with ASPD psychopathy. Geographic scope, 1 metropolitan area with high violent crime rates. Phase 2, expansion, broaden to include all offenders with flagged disorders regardless of crime type, integration with national law enforcement databases. Phase 3, national rollout. Standardized implantation for all flagged individuals. Expansion of community alert infrastructure nationwide. 5. Benefits. Preventative safety net against violent crime. Resource efficiency reduces reliance on overstretched parole officers. Data-driven policy, large-scale biometric psychological dataset to refine criminal justice strategies. Public empowerment. Citizens gain direct access to risk alerts in their immediate environment. Number 6. Risks and challenges. Civil liberties concerns. Potential framing as digital authoritarianism. False positives. AI models may misclassify temporary stress as dangerous intent. Technology vulnerabilities. Risks of cyber attacks or system failures. International scrutiny. Potential conflict with human rights conventions. Number 7. Conclusion. The Neuro-Biometric Surveillance System, NBSS, represents a transformative approach to offender management, moving beyond outdated models of supervision toward continuous, preventative, and science-driven protection of the public. While implementation presents ethical and logistical challenges, the long-term benefits of reducing violent recidivism and increasing public safety warrant immediate investment in pilot testing and policy development.